What's up, y'all? I wanted to do a real quick video to talk about Joyce and Carlos Takam video fight over the weekend. Um, very interesting fight. Very back and forth, honestly. The stoppage was a little questionable, but I honestly kind of agree with it because it was just a lot of unanswered punches. But I think they should have gave him a count instead, right? But it kind of walked the line of like, all right, you probably took that one too many shots after the first one anyway, that maybe the count wouldn't have mattered because he didn't throw anything back for a good 30 seconds, right? And I think that's dangerous, so you got to be mindful of that. um, so what do I think of Joyce? Because really it was his fight to win anyway, right? That I think he was the prospect. He's the contender, actually. He's the title, the WBO silver title holder, whatever all that BS means. Um, so honestly, I think he's not elite. You're right. He's tough. He's real tough, but against the very best, he's gonna get outboxed or hurt really bad at some point, because you can't take shots from a guy like Carlos Takam like that and think that you're not gonna fight the elite and get just battered. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot he got to do. Um, I think Takam had a great fight. He just was the smaller man and he got caught with a shot. But overall, I mean, I think he was doing well. I think the game plan was good. He was taking it to Joyce, right? Joyce, he's tough. Joyce is tough. He's not gonna just, get knocked out easily. But at least you could outbox him, and I think that Takam was doing that. He was really working it, really trying to get overhands. He was using his size to his advantage in reverse, like by keeping himself low and small. He took shots too. He could have been maybe a little bit more defensive, moved his head a little bit more. But Joyce has a good jab. That's one thing you could say about him, is that he constantly puts punches on guys. He's not holding back. He's coming forward. He's the juggernaut, so he lives up to his name. But I think Takam really took it to him and showed him that, listen, if he had a little more pop on his punches, or he was a little bit more defensive, moved his head a little bit more, avoiding some shots in return, it would have been even a clearer win for him if he was able to go the distance. So I think Joyce really needs to work on his speed. He's hella slow. He moves like the slowest thing I've ever seen in the heavyweight division. So I don't know how that's going to play against some of the other guys. He's really just relying on his relentless, juggernaut-like skill set and ability. So it remains to be seen where we go from here. So I like to see him in another good up and coming fight. Another guy on another level, to see where he really is and can he overcome. He beat Dubois, who was also a prospect, kind of a contender kind of fighter. But just weathered the storm, and just that jab is key though. I think that if he got something to lean on, he's got a clean, straight punch. He uses it right. He's a lot of like George Foreman back in the day. Just not super fast or anything, but tough. Just throws a big, strong punch, strong jab. Those are straights, relentless. So let's see where he goes. I'm interested to see. Let me know what you think. Peace.